seemingly forced him to be a witness in the FBG Duck murder trial.
He took the stand? Nah. These niggas took the stand, cuz. Yeah, squad. We got another Chop Lord Rocks video. We finna get right to it. I ain't gonna do too much talking. I ain't gonna talk too. Hold on. Dab. Hey, let's get it.
Jaro City is another set that's beefing with 600, who have a complex makeup but have still been largely unified behind the BDK movement. Now, the name Jaro honors their member who was killed in 2005, real name Jarvis Smith. Before uniting under the name Jaro City, this hood having several smaller sets such as ABM, COB, BSG, Darkside, and Outlaws. These sets were made up of both GDs and BDs, with some of the sets repping one or the other, whilst others having members from both. Jaro City is also close to a set called No Law or Chieftown, who are primarily Black P Stones. Therefore, there are also Jaro City members who rep Stones. Now, some of the most known and important people to come out of Jaro City for this story are Dome, who was an older and well-respected member in the streets, Tutu, a younger generation shooter, everyone's favourite new Chiracian, the Whoop Man himself, FYB J-Main.
I forgot about
and if you did your homework,
Cuz still in jail? Wait, is he in jail? I ain't heard nothing on him. I ain't seen him on social media or nothing. I ain't gonna lie.
Know that he was in fact originally a BD, hailing from the Randolph Towers, also known as the Castle, an infamous BD stronghold where many of the 600 members also grew up in their first years before it was demolished. For example, FYB J-Main was actually pictured together with infamous 600 member C-Day when they were just toddlers. You've also got FBG Butter, an infamous Chicago drill character who's been making a successful comeback in recent years through a string of highly entertaining interviews despite long-standing legal problems that even seemingly forced him to be a witness in the FBG Duck murder trial.
He took the stand? Nah. These niggas took the stand, cuz. These so-called gangster niggas taking stands, bro. That's why you can't be in the streets, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If any of y'all watching this and y'all in the streets, bro, get out the streets, bro. That nigga you call your homeboy, your brother, he gonna tell on you if something go wrong. If y'all get in the car and there's at least one gun in the car and y'all get pulled over, that nigga either gonna say it's yours or he gonna be like, I don't know who it is, it ain't mine. So whose is it, nigga?
Another famous Jaro member is Motor, who is originally from a BD set called the Brain Dead Noodle Knockers, where Brain Dead in essence refers to the same idea of someone being insane, essentially willing to beef with their own set of BDs.
BD Motor, it hit different when it's BD Motor I was with, bro. It hit different. So now we in the club, bro, on phone up doing us, on phone up, Motor in there, throwing up the trays, do your homework on throwing up the trays with one hand and cracking them with the other, like this. It hit different.
What does that mean?
That mean you BD, but you BDK, bro. It hit different, bro.
This term was actually used in early drill culture, popularized particularly by Chief Keef's Glow Gang
member,
Trey
so niggas
Savage.
was BD, beefing with BDs from different sets. So y'all still BDs at the end of the day. So BDs beefing with BDs. Y'all niggas dumb, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Who belonged to a Brain Dead set called MTV 079. As explained by FYB J-Main, Motor used to in fact hang out with guys like Lil Durk before the gang war popped off, when he actually ended up taking the opposite side.
Last time I seen Lil Durk, folk, Lil Durk was with Motor, bro. Long live Jaro City Motor, bro. It hit different when Durk was with Jaro City Motor.
You've also got Booby, who was a well-known girl in the Washington Park and Woodlawn area. Although Booby was affiliated with Jaro City, it didn't stop guys from rival sets getting romantic with her, particularly Lil Boo from 600. Booby was well-liked all around the Woodlawn and Washington Park neighborhoods, but she also had many enemies, and she was considered to be somebody who would apparently set up ops for Jaro City.
You know, Booby was a real lie. Like, Foden was calling her a setup queen. She was like a top op, like top female op, trying to kill her. Niggas was out here looking for Booby, folks. And we steady telling Blue Boo slow ass, like, folks, you want to be with her when looking for her, find her, folks? Then, well, when looking for her when they find her, what you gonna do? You gonna smoke them up, Booby? Bro, this man was dead ass, like, he loved her. He went backdooring Booby. He wouldn't even try to get Booby to backdoor none of the ops. That's how much he loved her. He just wanted her to love, they just wanted to love each other.
Booby was also not a stranger to fighting other girls in the neighborhood, as she would seemingly get into fights for having such a broad friend circle. In one old video, Booby can actually be seen beating up a girl for allegedly disrespecting Tuka. However, Booby herself was allegedly killed by accident in 2015 during a drunken shootout incident at a party, but their killer has never been caught. After her death, someone would post from her Twitter account saying how Booby had even been pregnant with her second child, and implying that people know who killed her, but wouldn't come forward. You've also got Lil Ho, who was a real Jaro City OG, but who would unfortunately end up losing his life during the events of this story after already reaching the age of 44. And lastly, one of Jaro's members by the name of Potty, real name Rodney King, was shot and killed in 2008, with a rumour being that the shooter was actually a prominent member of 600, D-Thang, a major catalyst in the war between these groups, which we'll discuss in more detail later. But anyway, outside of the streets, Jaro City also had members who made music, unsurprisingly, dissing their ops and mocking the deceased. For example, despite growing up with many members of 600, FYB J-Mane has a long history of dissing 600 and their affiliates in his music. Including his song 300 Dead Ops, J-Mane can be heard saying he's 600k and claiming he's smoking on Waldo and T-Roy, as well as dissing other dead people and O-Block. Jaro City's main territory has been around
J-Mane really like one of the cool ones though, like despite FYB J-Mane one of the cool ones though, like despite everything that went on for real. Then I mean like after the fact, Dirk and them and Von them, you know, the main hitters kind of get put up. That nigga still tried to go to O Block and, you feel me, try to make peace with, you feel me, the little higher, I wouldn't say higher us, but the next group of people that will have a say so when the OGs go away. You feel what I'm saying? And like, it takes so much to even do that. Like, y'all don't understand. When you beef it with somebody so heavy and blood gets shed, bro, like, the last thing on the nigga mind is, hey, let's end the beef. I'm throwing my white flag. Too many bodies been dropped or whatever. No, bro, it get way deeper than that. Like, no, you can go ask any gang that's beefing, any clique that's beefing. Would y'all ever just wave the white flag, shake hands, and go on? They gonna say no, bro, because there's too much bloodshed behind this, bro. But the fact that FYB J-Mane tried to even go stop the violence and shit like that, and it didn't work. But it's not even about if it worked or not. It's the thought that count. And a lot of y'all won't even see that. It's the thought that count.
62nd and Vernon, but they virtually share the same territory with a set called Taekwon World, who can be seen as the younger generation of Jaro City. This entire territory roughly covers the area between the 63rd and 60th Streets from King Drive to St. Lawrence. Called Taekwon World, this is a set of primarily gangster disciples and black pea stones, with the set being named after a 13-year-old Taekwon Tyler, a teenager affiliated with members of Jaro City, who was killed in 2012 when a Jaro member who was targeting members of STL due to an earlier fight at a party accidentally shot Tyler and killed him. Despite this tragic event, Jaro City and Taekwon World remained very close and continued to affiliate with STL, with all three staying united in the war against the BD sets like 600, O-Block, and Lamron. Some of the best known members of this crew include TB, real name Terry Barry, who is believed to have killed King Von's best friend T-Roy from O-Block in 2017, and besides being infamous for his activities in the streets, TB also released several songs as a rapper, with one song being made with another member called Poppy, a track titled Taekwon Way, which now sits at almost 3 million views on YouTube. And the song begins with TB sternly making it known that he's a 600 killer, a Front Street killer, and a Savage Squad killer, with that being another Front Street affiliated set, named in honor of Fredo Santana's Savage Squad record label, and being an O-Block killer. Other prominent members of Taekwon World include Poppy, who was gunned down in a brutal assassination while at work, allegedly by members of O-Block as part of their Get Back campaign after T-Roy's murder in 2017. You've also got Richie Jerk, who was the younger brother of Billionaire Black, known as both a rapper and a shooter, until he was unfortunately killed in 2020 by unknown assailants. And then there's Big V, and of course, you've got the gang most infamous for their beef with O-Block, STL EBT, which is a mixture of two primarily gangster disciple sets that have merged. STL, which refers to the St. Lawrence Avenue, and has also been referred to as the St. Lawrence Boys, and EBT, which refers to Eberhard Avenue. More specifically, the main spots of these sets are located around 63rd and St. Lawrence, and 64th and Eberhard, with both sets closely linked up and often united as one. As seen in an old clip from an infamous STL member KI, where she claims, "I'm from STL, but I be posted on EBT."
Like, it be like, I be getting motherfuckers. These EBT right here, man. I'm from them. Squad shit, bitch.
I'm from STL, but I be posted on EBT.
Hey, the real is back, man. You already know free C-ball.
Squad.
However, there are also some differences. For example, the STL side also goes by Tukaville to honor their fallen member Tuka, a 15-year-old gangster disciple from the area whose murder would be mocked relentlessly in music from the likes of Chief Keef, King Von, and Lil Durk. Within STL, there is also FBG, or the Flyboy Gang. a group of guys who were particularly interested in rapping. STL key members include K.I., who was infamous in the streets of Chicago for being a female shooter, a real rarity in the male-dominated gang wars of Chicago. Another prominent member known for their gunplay was Lil B, who is often mentioned as being one of the biggest savages in drill history. According to these stories, Lil B would even use tactics like walking his dog just to get close enough to his ops to shoot at them. One of these ops was Ocho Munna from O Block, who would tell the story of Lil B almost killing him in an interview years later.
Had a run-in with somebody named Lil B or something, and some crazy happened.
Okay, some went down, man.
It was like a shootout, like what?
Man,
What was it?
we was on 63rd. It was me, and one of my homies, one of my old homies who was snitching on one of my homies. And we on 63rd. You know, we used to try to steal iPhone. We used to be that we trying to get our high. We out put a 24. We out there like 7 in the morning. A motherfucker come with a fat. I mean, he had a dog. A motherfucker had a dog. Like, what this with the dog? We instantly. I got a Glory Boy sweater on. This was popping. We get on his. Where you from? Woo. He woo. Y'all know my. Woo. Y'all know my uncle. Woo from the his name such and such. I'm like, man. You know, he acting like he on the phone. He woo. Y'all see my uncle? We like, no, you feel me? But we all like standing, like it's my homie right here, then I'm in the middle, then this other buddy. And he on the phone. Long story short, this pulled his pipe out and shot my homie in his jaw. Like, boom. But I guess he tried to shoot my homie in his head.
Damn.
So he shot my homie like, boom. My homie took off, like, phew, like he didn't get shot. If I'm lying down on my son's soul, up there in my face on my son, and the gun jammed,
Boss Trell, aka BT, was also a known shooter from this area, who would unfortunately end up losing his life early in the war in 2012 under mysterious circumstances.
Stay down,
far
bro.
away
That
from
shit
his hood.
crazy to me.
As mentioned, STL EBT also has many members that are rappers known for repping their Flyboy gang movement, better known as simply FBG. The most known out of these is of course the late great rapper FBG Duck, and other members include his brother FBG Brick, as well as Billionaire Black, who is associated with both STL and Jaro City. There's Wooski, FBG Dutchie, FBG Young, FBG Cash, and, as already mentioned, FBG Butter from Jaro City. FBG have made numerous songs aimed at O Block or Wick City, as well as 600 or Brick City, dating all the way back to 2011 at the very beginning of the drill movement. And their beef in music would seemingly begin with E-Day from 600 dropping his song and first music video, What Up, in April 2011, where he appears to take shots at somebody from the other side, as well as shouting out his home sets, Brick City, Wick City, and 600. Then, later that same month, FBG Duck would drop his first song and music video called While Out. Now, numerous fallen members of the gang can be seen in the video, such as Modale, Dale, Tutu, K.I., Boss Trell, and Taekwon. And once again, the track includes lyrics casting doubt on E-Day's reputation in the streets. Then in May, E-Day would drop a music video and a song called F the Other Side, which begins with E-Day listening to two different songs, Stupid Loud by 50 Shots from Jaro, together with Billionaire Black, and While Out by Duck. The song Stupid Loud has since seemingly disappeared from the internet, but from E-Day's video, we can hear Billionaire Black in the back rapping lyrics, "You sneak dissing, I ain't gonna say your name, I ain't trying to give you airtime, you want the fame, 05 what? 45 bust that, bet 05 duck," followed by gun noises. It would seemingly include a snippet of Billionaire Black rapping about how he shoots up their block. While 600 would take 60th Street to be their main street to claim, Brick City at the time was known to rep the 59th Street. And clearly, E-Day took both Billionaire and Duck to diss him. Billionaire Black and Duck were dropping lyrics that seemingly indicated that they had been shooting up 600's blocks. And so E-Day would reply with a much more pointed diss towards Billionaire Black and Duck, as well as other sets like MOB. However, as Billionaire Black would later explain in an interview, apparently E-Day didn't even realize that Billionaire's beef wasn't with Brick City, but actually 051, who he'd already been beefing with a long time, because he had apparently lived in the low end and repped the set Welch World, which used to go by the name So Icy, as lyrics in 051 Lil Mark's 2011 song Zico World would show.
The song, I say some 45 what? 45 bust, bet 45 duck. Don't, like that, boom. The song I was talking about, Young Money. Everybody know I've been to a 051 my whole life. You feel me? Like, this sucking dead truck driving fat gonna sit here and get the trolling. Go home, make a video, doing this song off a Lil Wayne beat, bro. And in the video, he played my video saying 05 what? 45 duck. I said, oh, this Billionaire dissing me. Then he played a song Duck did called Wild Out. This is Duck first song. Duck actually dissing me. He said that we ain't drilling like we drilling. Is you serious? Going on his like Duck on his first song out. You feel me? Like, boom. Duck dissing you for real. You mad cause I did a song from over here. And you want some clout cause I'm buzzing. About 20 now, when we just turned. You feel me? He go shoot a video, play my video in the front, play Duck video, and make this little diss song. Billion black, biscuit back, before I dump it flat. I ain't popping he was talking this. You feel me? Like,
You know his lyrics.
I know classic, man.
Nevertheless, the beefing on tracks was now fully on, and only a few days later, Billionaire Black and Duck would release the music video for their song E-Day Is You Serious, going at E-Day directly, as well as more disses towards Brick City and 600 members like Manny and Booker. Then in June, Duck would drop a song and a music video for his track Freestyle, which begins with a clip where STL and MOB members are together dissing Brick City.
And that shit you man. Brick City, man. That's how I'm start.
That was followed in July by Dutchy and Young, or DJ and Mello as they would go by at the time, who would put out a video for the song called Hitter Music, where they would diss both Wick City and Brick City. This would be followed by another FBG group track called F the Ops, where Duck and Dutchy would both diss Brick City as well as Wick City and TYMB. FBG Duck, who is one of the most popular artists in Chicago drill history, with several of his songs in the tens of millions of streams, has since continued dissing 600 throughout his career, including in his popular songs Exposing Me Remix and Dead Bitches. Wooski, who is known primarily as a shooter, would also release one of the most disrespectful songs in Chicago drill history with his Computers remix in 2018, where he disses numerous 600 members, including Lil Steve, E-Day, D-Thang, Lil Boo, LA Capone, and Baldy. Now, all of this paints a picture of a complicated web of gangs and alliances. Chicago is a complicated city, and for 600, navigating these alliances would be equally complicated and more dangerous, because moving around the city, you never know who might be working with your ops to get you killed. And as we'll learn in this story, many people have ended up caught off guard, losing their lives as a result of devious moves by their many enemies. So now you know the hoods, the gangs, and the key players in the story. It's time to dive deep into a series of events that unfolded, making this one of the bloodiest gang wars Chicago has ever seen.